Yo, it's Talon, and welcome to another bad review. So while I never planned it, I basically started a Tyler the Creator streak, so I guess I gotta follow through with it and continue. So today, we're gonna do Flower Boy. Before we get into the trash review, I want to quickly ask y'all to please like and subscribe as it helps a small creator like me. Alright, besides that, it's time for the review. Now, just like the estate sale review, I'ma say right off the bat, Flower Boy is a goated ass album. Literally has 0 skips. I also want to mention that the transitions from song to songs, when you listen to the album on a physical version like a vinyl or a CD, or just Spotify with the smooth transition setting on, every transition from all the songs to the next song are just extremely clean, smooth, and good sounding. They're just amazing. I am lucky enough to have the physical version of the album vinyl. I picked it up a few years back. I'm also a little biased about this album because I'm actually part of the group that learned about Tyler because of this album, and this album acted as realistically the first album I literally just sat down and listened to in full, which is now something I try to do every time I hear a new album that intrigues me. Flower Boy stands out as the album that saved Tyler's career after everything that happened with Cherry Bomb, which I made a whole 16-minute video on, my personal opinion on Cherry Bomb, and I do actually really like Cherry Bomb, but that's not relevant. After Cherry Bomb, he got banned from some spots in Europe. You already probably know that. There's a really good documentary on YouTube that goes over Tyler as a whole, and there's a good section based on that part. I also want to mention Flower Boy is a really lonely and just personal album, which was a first, especially after Cherry Bomb, that mainly focuses on confidence and flexing, which obviously later he does on Call Me If You Get Lost, but this is way before that. This is years before that. So after everything that album went through, the flexing, the confidence, and it just flopped, it didn't work, people didn't like it, reviewers gave it very low ratings. It just pushed him to make an album that's like, I'm gonna put every emotion I feel down onto an album. I like to imagine it kind of acts as a notebook for his feelings. Also, as we all know, he also basically comes out about his sexuality on this album, which is extremely unexpected for people that have been listening to him for a very long time. Besides that though, this album really explains how having like a celebrity career is different than what a lot of people think it's like. You have so many troubles, so many problems, it's tons of works, and you're constantly running into personal, but also just career-based problems. And this album really goes over those fears and other feelings you get while doing these types of careers that most people don't really know or think about that much while they're trying to get into that spot. But now that we're done with the specifics like that, let's get into the tracks themselves. Flower Boy, like I said at the start of the video, really has 0 skips at all. Well, there is some songs I like less, like Pothole, which is basically the only one. Every track on this album is so damn good, it's really hard to understand. Every track, even the ending track, Enjoy Right Now Today, was like my alarm for like 2 years straight. I love that song. Even little interludes like Dropping Seeds are so hard, and this album has mostly really in the soul personal moments, but it does have some really hard songs like I Ain't Got Time and Who Dat Boy, which, I mean, are both amazing songs, and Tyler found a way to make songs that sound like that completely, perfectly slide into the album and fit with the rest of the songs. This album is fucking amazing, and there's really no other way to put it. I love this album. I'm personally biased towards it. It's not my favorite Tyler album, but it's definitely my second favorite, and I can say that strongly. This album is so damn good. I'm not even gonna say to listen to it, because everyone that sees this video definitely has already heard of it before. Overall, I'm gonna have to give the album a strong, and I say strong, 9 out of 10. Flower Boy is such a good album. I almost don't hear any flaws. I'm not a professional at this, so of course I don't hear any flaws. It's just good music, as DJ Khaled would say. It's good music. The standout songs for me are definitely the tracks like See You Again, definitely 911, and Glitter. But I'm actually gonna add one more. I'm gonna add a standout interlude, and that's Sometimes, because the transition from Sometimes into See You Again is one of my favorite things ever, and probably my favorite interlude and favorite transition of all time. Thank you guys for watching.